Welcome to part 41. And here we are again at the Sacred Grove. Oh, hi, Skull Kid. The douche is back, and he once again summons his unholy army of puppets. And he seems to have an unlimited supply of these guys because, again, no matter how many you kill, he just summons more. Of course, this is a magical forest, so it makes sense. And once again, we have to chase down the Skull Kid, and once again, we have to hit him 3 times to move on to a different area. Yay! Although, to be fair, this encounter is actually a little easier. Well, for one, it's nighttime, and the Skull Kid has a lantern on him. And all we have to do is just follow the lantern, and we're going the right path. It's that simple. Yeah. So if you go down a tunnel and don't see the Skull Kid's lantern, well, you are obviously going the wrong way. And, yeah. And also, we are Human Link. Now, I could turn into Wolf Link to take care of the Skull Kid again, but this time the Skull Kid will appear in places that are, well, far out of reach of Wolf Link or Human Link. And it will take the power of the bow to finally subdue him. So, yeah. Here you are, you little prick. There we go. And it's best not to fight these puppet things. Just run. Run, run, run away. Run. Although the Master Sword can take care of these guys, no problem. Yeah, running is definitely good for Link. I mean, all of Links must be in great shape from all that running throughout, Hyrule Field or whatever other location they just happen to be going through. I mean, even the little Links. I mean, remember, some of these Links are 10, 8. So, yeah. I mean, when they eventually grow up, they must be in great shape or something. There you go. Alright. There you go. Let's make sure you get these guys out of the way so that you can get a clean shot at the guy. And they won't be, swiping at you, molest you, or whatever. Anyway, 2 down. 1 more to go before we move on. So, why are we doing this again? Why? I mean, I know Zelda games have a history of going back to familiar locations to solve new puzzles to find out more secrets about a certain location, but to be fair, this is kind of tedious. Having to do this again, having to follow the Skull Kid again, having to destroy these things if they get in your way again. It can be a little bleh. But don't worry, this will be the last time we do this. I promise. Running. Where are you, you stupid Skull Kid with your stupid Deku Pies blasting serious song all over the place? Yeah. You would think after, let's see, this is the 3rd game, I believe, this song has appeared in some fashion. To be fair, I haven't played any of the 2D games in a while, so my memory will be kind of fuzzy. Let me see, we look here up right quick on the good old wiki here. La 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 la. Oh, wait, I think I hear the Skull Kid though, so, but let me act quickly. La la la. Zelda Sinsaria song. La la la. Checking the wiki. Oh, well, some variation appears in the Wind Waker? Hold on a sec, let me take a look at it. So Saria's song happens to be briefly mentioned or heard in the Inner Forest Haven Sanction. I did not know that. Seriously, I didn't know that. That's, fascinating. I was like, okay. Stupid puppet things. Go back to the depths of the underworld where you belong. Yeah. Ah, finally, we are at the final location of the Skull Kid. And he thinks he's so smart being out of reach. Well, screw you. I have a bow and arrow. Jeez, how many hits can this guy take? Although he is supposedly magical and has the power of the forest on his side. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but what did happen to the Kokiri? I mean, if this takes place at roughly the same time as Wind Waker, shouldn't they be, I don't know, still Karoks, or does that apply only to the flooded Hyrule? But enough speculation. It's time to face down the Skull Kid again. And why are you angry? Come on, I chased you all the way here. I'm the one that should be angry. Anyway, this encounter is much easier than the one with Wolflink, because all we can do is just shoot him. And every time we shoot him, those puppet things explode. And you can actually finish him off quickly if your aim is good. And unfortunately, my aim was not good right here. Die, you stupid things. Yeah, you can actually finish this guy very quickly if you aim carefully. And yep, one more, and he is finally defeated. Not dead, but defeated. Jeez Louise. What are these things made of? And last but not least, yes, finally. On suddenly daylight. Secret place? Okay. Joy. What secret place are we going to now? Come on. Okay, it looks like the area where we got the Master Sword, but from a different entrance. Fun. And yes, this is the reason why we had to do this all again. Just to make a set of stairs or a pathway that can lead us to this upper area right there. So, yeah. We were just here, but again, we had to push the block to create a set of stairs so we can get up to this area right here. Yep. Oh, by the way, this area, the Sacred Grove, is also the location of the final golden bugs of the game. And we just got bug number 23. Now, before we get bug number 24, I was just making sure, yeah. Before we get bug number 24, well, we have to do something first. Well, two things, in fact. First of all, we are going to go back to where we got the Master Sword and reinsert it into the pedestal. No, we are not giving up the Master Sword. It just does something. What is this something, you may ask? Well, you're about to see. Insert sword A into slot B, and the statue that was standing there is gone, revealing a door. So, yeah, all that for a door, huh? Fascinating. Alright, so as we backtrack out of here, let's go investigate that door, and finally you guys show up. Why didn't you appear the first time? Again, it's all because we have to push that one block to create a set of stairs so that we can access a certain area of this place. Although, if one could glitch the game or use action replay codes or some sort of cheating, you can get up there much earlier. Yeah. So, once again, we have 5 of these guys, plus a whole squad of keys to bug us. Fun. So, just remember, get some good distance, knock out a few of these Shadow Beasts at a time, and just use that whole minute charging thing to take care of these guys once and for all. And believe it or not, this is the last time these guys will appear, and after we kill them, it will create a war point. Yeah, this is our final war point of the game. our final new one, that is. So, wow, this game's almost over. It just hit me right there. We're almost done. But we still have a long way to go until we get to that finish line. So now that we have a warp point here, we can just no longer go through that Sacred Grove Lost Woods place. Well, to be fair, I need to go there one more time, but you'll see why. Huh. That's fascinating. A ruined treasure chest. I wonder what was in there. Huh. Well, yeah. So let us enter this doorway. And enter the monochrome to a new location. Or a new time period, that is. Does this mean that this place is actually... Could it be? Is it possible? Why, it's the Temple of Time! From Ocarina of Time! Although it looks very different because, well, for one, this place looks more detailed than its Ocarina counterpart. And that's probably because it's, well, this was made for the GameCube/Wii. And the Ocarina of Time version was made for the, let's say, Nintendo 64. So, yeah, more memory power. But before I go on about the Temple of Time, we just got the last golden bug. Yeah, we just got the last bug. Can you believe it? So, with the last bug in hand, let's go back to Agatha the Bug Girl. Because it's time to essentially deliver her the rest of the golden bugs to her fancy smancy ball, and she's going to give us a bunch of money out of it too. So yeah, for this playthrough I decided not to go to Agatha until I got all the remaining bugs, because I just want to get this out of the way, because well, I mean, it would be kind of boring if I go back to Agatha, give her a few bugs, then move on and stuff, but I just want to get it all out of the way in big spurts. So yeah. So yeah, if you're wondering why my rupees were suddenly at 0 when I entered Agatha's place, what I did was I used the magic armor to essentially drain all my rupees back to 0, and because I'm such a nice guy, I did not show it, because 1 rupee equals a second or so. And let's see here. It took me a few minutes to get my rupees back down to 0. Now, I will show off how the magic armor works in a later video. But for right now, let's just give Agatha her golden bugs. And when we give Agatha all of the golden bugs, she will give us the ability to carry even more rupees. And that is fantastic. Still, how can she have all this money? Oh, please. I've explained this before. I'm not going to explain it again. Now, you may have noticed here that Agatha, Telma, and Fanadi have these facial marks on their cheeks and stuff. Might be some kind of Hyrule statement or something. Some nice fashion statement from Hyrule. And I read somewhere that these 3 characters represent the races from Ocarina or something. Now, I told you that Fanadi could represent the last of the Sheikah. And Agatha here, because she loves bugs and she's a person of the forest and whatnot, she could be a spiritual representation of the Kokiri. Of course, I'm just pulling stuff out of my head, but... And Telma looks like she could be a Gerudo female, but yeah. But enough about that. We've delivered all the bugs, and we got the giant wallet. Now we can carry 1,000 rupees, and it's that fantastic. Now, before we leave Agatha's castle, quote-unquote, forever, let's take a quick peek at all the golden bugs that now inhabit the place. Yeah, all the golden bugs with their tingling sparkliness. It's all pretty. It's all fantastic. Yeah, we're done with this place, so let's go on. Let's get out of here. Let's get back to the Sacred Grove, because before we go back to the Temple of Time, there are some things that we can collect. First of all, there are pole souls that we can get. The first one is here, where we got the Master Sword, so we know the drill. Pounce, and rip out the soul. It should be easy squeezy lemon peasy. Although some of the pole placements in the later stages can be a little frustrating, I do admit. But yeah. And technically I should remain wolf mode for extra speed, but I do need to be human mode because we're going to get another Poe in this immediate area, and to do so we need to bomb a boulder. It's another case of you bomb a boulder and the Poe is immediately freed, and it will make a beeline towards you, and I hate those kind of Poes. Yeah. So as you see me killing another Poe and whatnot, I just realized something again. This is my 40th video. Yeah, see, there's the Poe coming towards me. Yeah, this is my 40th video of this playthrough, which means, well, 41st. It's my 41st video of this playthrough, which means I have just surpassed my Wind Waker playthrough. And that's including all the bonus videos. And more than likely, as I continue to edit this footage, I will most likely surpass my Majora's Mask playthrough. And there's a good chance I will surpass my Ocarina playthrough, because this game is much bigger than Ocarina in some ways. I mean, if you include all the side quests, mini-games, and trying to get all the stuff, so yeah. And as of this video right here, I am about to enter my second to last dungeon of the game. Yeah, so the dungeon I'm about to go to in this playthrough and the next dungeon are all done, they're all cleared. I got the remaining mirror shards, I have entered the Twilight realm. You'll see all that because, well, I have to. Anyway, we're going back into the actual Sacred Grove area because there is a Poe that we can get, and it's near a waterfall area. Now, here's the thing. If you do decide to come back here to the Sacred Grove, even though that the Skull Kid will never be seen again, you can see the light from its lanterns, and if you try and follow it, it'll disappear. It's just the Skull Kid's way of trolling with you. And if you do happen to run into some of the trees in this area, sometimes those puppet things will drop, and that's such an annoying little thing. Anyway, here's the funny thing about this Poe. If you get far enough away from it, in fact, it works on all Poes, it'll go back to its default standby area, and yeah. That's all fun and weird and game, how are you programming these things? Alright. Now there is one more thing I can do here before going back to the Temple of Time. You know the boulder that I blew up to reveal that one Poe? Well, if you go to that sparkly digging area, we will come across an underground cavern right here. And what we need to do here is we need to kill some Baba serpents. Yeah, remember these guys from the Forest Temple a long time ago? Jeez Louise. How? Man, this... seriously. This feels like I've been doing this for years. Wow. Oh, yeah, anyway, the Baba serpents, yeah. They're still just as annoying as ever. They're still hungry for that man flesh because, well, they're Venus flytraps. They're Hylian flytraps, human flytraps, or... No, Venus human traps. Yeah, that's it. Human Venus traps. And they can be just as annoying as ever. And we will see more of them in a future dungeon. Hint, spoiler, or whatever. Anyway, once we kill all of these suckers right here, a treasure chest will appear. And there we go. Alright, and inside said treasure chest is a heart piece. And that's why I waited until after I killed all the Poes to get this, because there's there was a good chance a Poe could damage Link, and again, getting a heart piece restores all of your health, no problem. Anyway, back to the surface, and away we go. Come on. Alright, the Temple of Time, huh? Yeah, believe it or not, the Temple of Time is our next dungeon. Dungeon number 6. Well, the sages did say that one of the mirror shards ended up in the past. So, assuming Zant was the one that scattered all the mirror shards everywhere, did he just cut open a portal into the past and just toss the mirror shard in there? Well, it makes sense. I mean, the best way to hide something is to hide it at a place that would be very, very difficult to reach, unless you know where to look. And the Temple of Time here, again, like I said, it's implied that this is the same place from Ocarina, but and it looks all fancier. I mean, even the music to the Temple of Time it's exactly the same. I mean, they didn't remix this music at all. No, they just took the music of the Temple of Time from Ocarina, ripped it out, and pasted it right here. So, yeah. So, either this is an earlier version of that same Temple of Time, or a newer version after some renovating. Yeah, there we go. Sorry if I can't talk tonight. I'm sorry. Anyway, once again, insert sword into slot. And by doing so this time, a set of stairs appear. Ooh. Whoa! Where'd you come from? Are they stalking Link? Ooh, and a secret passage. Fascinating. Anyway, we will explore this secret area of the Temple of Time and get that mirror shard. See you in part 42.